Step back with me to a beach in the early 1900s. Men and women, boys and girls, frolicking in the waves. The feeling of cool water, sand between your toes, the warm sun beating down. Wet cotton and heavy wool bathing suits clinging to your skin. While not everyone will fancy the idea of wool or cotton swimwear, a true vintage bathing suit has been on my wish list for several years. This season, I decided to move forward and rather than buying, opted to make my own 1920s inspired bathing suit. Welcome back to my 1928. I'm Piper Williams. If you're new to this channel, make sure you click subscribe and that bell, that way you don't miss any future content. Now, let's dive in. Wanting to work from historically accurate inspirations, I searched for patterns, watched a variety of silent films, and browsed hundreds of images and YouTube tutorials looking for something that could give me a clearer picture of how men's bathing suits looked in the 20s. It was my wife that stumbled onto a blog post by American Duchess with 2 tutorials showing how to make a quick and easy 1920s bathing suit. You can find a link to her blog in the description below. The first tutorial requires a sewing machine, which I don't currently have, but I may consider revisiting this project in the future when I've acquired one. The second tutorial, which does not require a sewing machine, suggests that you simply need black shorts and a long black tank top. Based on what I know, this is a great place to start. Let's begin with the shorts. Both wool and cotton were common options, but I've chosen to go with cotton for the sake of convenience. From my research, the shorts look to be fairly tight, which makes sense considering the need for support and to reduce the risk of exposing yourself. The length of shorts seems to vary, but all are above the knee, as you can see from these images. For a modern take, I found these cotton polyester blend athletic shorts from the women's department at Walmart. They feature 2 pockets and a simple drawstring waist. Next, we have the long tank top. Previous bathing shirts had featured sleeves of varying lengths, but as bathers became more active, they found that sleeves restricted movement and were eventually removed. Also important to note is the length of the top. Modesty standards of the time dictated that everything below the waist should be covered with an additional layer of fabric. Hence the long skirted portion seen on both the men's and women's bathing suits. To achieve this look, I found a men's athletic tank top made from 100% cotton. I normally wear a size medium, but have chosen a size large to gain the necessary length. The deep scoop of the neckline and the large armholes help to give this top the look and functionality that was so popular with more active bathers. With the shorts and long top put together, I'm excited to see just how simple it is. And I like it, but it feels unfinished. Let's add a few extra details to complete this look. Team and company logos, like this red diving girl from Jansen Knitwear, became quite common as swim teams and swimwear companies grew in popularity. For a modern take, I chose this patch with sailboat, life ring, and anchor, which offer a pop of color and nautical design on an otherwise plain canvas. Since I don't have a sewing machine, I've decided to stitch this on by hand. You could also use an iron-on patch or fabric glue for a similar result. As bathing activity grew, so did the need for keeping one's suit in place. White swim belts made of webbed canvas and rubber were just the ticket. This modern white vinyl belt with silver buckle, purchased from a local charity shop, is a bold contrast to the dark cotton and reminiscent of the stripes so common to bathing suits of the time. And finally, the footwear. Bathing slippers like these were made from a variety of materials, including rubber and canvas. They were ideal for protecting your feet against rock, broken seashell, and beach debris, all the while providing traction and functional style. These modern beach shoes from Walmart have a rubber sole which provide good traction in and out of the water, and a snug mesh top to keep them from coming off. Perfect for river walking or a day at the beach. Now I'd like to hear from you. What tutorials would you like to see? Tell me about it in the comment section below. As always, like, subscribe, and share. Thanks for watching.